Good morning. How y'all doing? We're back for another show. I hope you guys are having a wonderful hump day, honey. We are getting through this week. I love when the week move along like this right here. This just stirs my soul. I love it, okay? Because baby, I felt like the weekend just went by so fast this past weekend. I was just like, really? It's already Sunday and then tomorrow's Monday. Ooh. But yeah, so thank God. Thank God we are headed towards the weekend again. All right, y'all know this weekend, child, is Halloween. Gonna have a lot of people out and about doing things. So if you guys are gonna be out like I will, because y'all know I have a child who likes to partake in festivals and things of that such. I will be out in the streets as I always be, partaking in the fun as well. So you guys be safe if you guys are going out. It is still freezing cold and raining here. So if you guys are going to be out, please bundle up and be safe, okay? Good morning to everybody in the building. I like to say building. I know it's the chat. But thank y'all for being here. Let's go ahead and speak to everyone. Delilah T is first. Delilah T is first. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Delilah T. Good morning. My top flight Rose is in the building. Shaquanda is here. Good morning. Mary Giles is here. Good morning, Denise Slade. Good morning, Kim Jones. Cassandra D. Good morning. C. Lewis. Good morning. Angela Cuff. Good morning. Did I say Denise Slade? I think I did, but good morning again. Y'all are speaking to everybody. Diana Joseph. Good morning, ma'am. Lisa Bell says, I'm here waiting for you, friend. I'm here. Okay, I'm here. Deborah Banks, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Erica Butler. Mary Jacobs said happy hump day. Keep pushing through Friday. Yes, honey, Friday is almost here. Praise the Lord. Okay. Sheila Washington is in the building. Sylvia Blow is here. Good morning. Good morning, Henry Lee. Good morning. Good morning. Janet Driscoll, good morning. Felicia, good morning. Grandma 504 is here. Deborah Johnson is here. Tammy Fox is here. Shirley Allen Woodward is here. Good morning, ma'am. April RN Virgo. If y'all need a good RN in your life, go ahead and holler at April. She got you. Cheryl Williams is here. Braylon, what up, Braylon? Braylon, Pastor Braylon is in the building. Said, Cameron, thank you for saying why I like your thing. Know if you saw that message, Braylon, you know, sometimes my mouth can be a little okay. I said I appreciate you. Like I said, my women like, oh, come on, guys. Said I like my turkey legs. No, you didn't say that. I said thank you so much for looking out for me. You know I got your back, Braylon. I love you that way, honey. That's down. Thank you for joining my show. Mary Jacobs, thanks for being here, ma'am. Mashonda AA Notary, y'all check her out. All right, support a Black business. Teresa Williams is in the building. Brown Eyes is here. Okay. Shout out to Braylon, though. Braylon, you crazy. So everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, all right, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's go ahead and get into the show because, honey, we got some stuff we got to talk about. We got some updates. All right. We got some folk that was reading other folk down. We got to talk about all that. Okay. So glad you guys are here so y'all can go through it with me. All right. Bernadette, I see you in the building, ma'am. Hi. All right. Let's get into it. First topic, y'all know politics. I like to get that out of the way first, and then we jump into the mess. All right. We don't have a whole lot of politics, but we do have a whole lot of mess. So let's get into it. Of course, Jasmine Crockett will be leading off in the political views this morning. All right. Let's get her up here because y'all know we love her over here. She is always welcome on my channel. Okay. So shout out to his wife, Kevin. I saw this over there on his channel. He said, yesterday, President Trump attacked those House Democrats, Jasmine Crockett and Alexandria, Ocasio-Cortez, while on Air Force One. Now, he spoke about their IQ and said that they could never pass a cognitive test that he took at Walter Reed Medical, which many suspect was actually a dementia screening. All right. We're going to look at a video here in a minute. And I think that somebody forged some of those results on that dementia screening because Buddy Cuz was doing some crazy stuff. I said last night on CNN, Crockett responded by laughing off the president and saying that she wishes that he would focus on doing his job instead of attacking her. Okay, all of that. Let's go ahead and get into what she had to say because, honey, y'all know she always come through with a word.
Listen, I'm waiting on a reporter, and maybe it'll be you, Caitlin, that finally ask him what is his IQ, because he is constantly talking about he doesn't even know what a low IQ is. He don't even know which scores are low, and I can guarantee you that whatever score, if he's taken one anytime recently, I'm sure that his qualifies as low. Listen, he's never been known to be an Einstein. This is not a guy who got in on merit when it came to going to college. This is someone who, but for him being born with a silver spoon, probably wouldn't have got into anybody's institution, unlike me. So, I am not worried about that. And I wish people would look at the fact that you have a president of the United States who consistently is obsessing over two women of color that are members of the House. You are the president. You have a lot more power than we do, but obviously you consistently feel threatened, and that is why we have seen the attacks on black women in general from this administration. I don't know what black woman hurt him in his past, honey, but it is really taking him through it. But I really wish, for the sake of this country and honestly for the sake of the world, that he would focus on his real job and stop worrying about me. My constituents would worry about whether or not I have an adequate IQ, even though that's not the test that he's taking. And it's up to them to decide. It's not him. He can't hire me or fire me, unfortunately for him. Listen, I'm waiting on.
There you go. You can't hire or fire. Okay. Get his ass together. I love it, honey. I don't know who hurt you, Donald Trump, but sir, you were hurt because you stay coming for Jasmine Crockett. Could it be that you are a little intimidated by her intelligence, okay? And the fact that she can always read your ass down when it's necessary, which is all the time. It's always necessary to read his ass down because he stay talking shit. But what y'all think about what she had to say? All right, hey, stop focusing on me, sir. I'm the least of your work. Go on over there and do your damn job. You want to be in office so bad, all right? You lied your way in office. Then get your ass in there and do your damn job. That's what she's telling his ass to do. And I agree. Thank you, girl. All right, moving right along while we're talking about Trump with his lying ass. Let's get him on up here, child, so we can go ahead and further shred his ass because y'all know I don't see it for him. All right. So the judge extends an order that blocks Trump from firing thousands of federal workers during the shutdown. Praise the Lord, okay, that somebody is standing up and fighting against this troll. So shout out to Bala Alert. It says that a federal judge in San Francisco just stopped Donald Trump's administration from moving forward with a plan to fire thousands of federal employees while the government is still shut down. Judge Susan Ilston extended an earlier temporary order, turning it into a more permanent pause while the courts decide if the layoffs are even legal. Probably not. Now, it said that the Trump administration had already sent out more than 4,000 layoff notices to workers. Many employees could not even read them because their government email access was suspended. Look at that. Now, during the shutdown, it says that our reports showed that more than 10,000 jobs were at risk before the judge stepped in. Now, Judge Ilston said that the firings appeared to go beyond Trump's authority and might violate federal law. Okay. Yeah, it says that she also pointed out that sending termination notices while normal systems like HR and email are down is both unfair and chaotic. Right. Because how are they supposed to know what the hell is going on if they can't access email? Okay. Now, labor groups and unions have been fighting the move, saying that it punishes workers who are already struggling during a government shutdown. Now, they argue that the administration should not be allowed to use a shutdown as a reason to get rid of employees who could not defend themselves right now. I agree. So shout out to Judge Ilston for stepping in, honey, and doing what a judge is supposed to do. Shut Trump's ass down because it's out of control. I saw what was it? UPS is also laying off 17 or 19,000 people. It's a lot of layoffs going on. It's crazy. Not to mention everyone is affected by the shutdown. Federal employees. It sucks. People need to pay their jobs. We're not even going to get into the EBT and SNAP and shit like that, or people aren't going to be able to feed their families. 42 million people. That's excessive. When they actually have, we told you guys yesterday, there's emergency funds that's available, but they refuse to tap into it. Why? How do you slide your feet under your table and 42 Americans at your hands will not be able to eat food when you sitting there feeling your damn good? You can go a few days without no food, but we're going to have people that's going for a very, very long time without food. So if you know, and I'm going to keep saying it, if you know any elderly people, a mother that has children in her home, if you can, because we know a lot of people, we're trying to stack up on what we can and try to look out for our own homes. But if you can, because we are our brother's keepers, all right? If you can extend any help to anyone in your area or anyone that you may know that may be struggling and may not have food, hey, even if it's just one can of beans, that will go a long way. It's more than what they had before. If it's a pack of chicken, it don't matter. A case of water, it don't matter. Whatever you can extend, okay? because you might bring a case of water. Somebody else might bring some chicken. Somebody else might bring some canned goods. We almost got a whole meal, right? Seriously, somebody else might bring some bags of rice and some macaroni and cheese or something. Like, we just never know. So let's do whatever we can to help out where we can help out. Okay. Donate, donate, donate. If you can donate, do it. If not, then hey, just say a prayer for those that are struggling. Okay. Because you never know when you can be in that position. All right. We never know when we can be in that position. So I thank God every day I wake up. I don't want for anything. I thank God he takes care of me and mine, that I can go where I want, do what I want, eat out if I feel like it. Okay. And even I'm cutting that shit back a little bit because, hey, things are going to get tight real soon. So I don't want to spend all my money splurging when I can actually spend some of that money to help someone else. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I love to give. I'm always at food banks. I don't tell a lot of you guys because I don't want people running up on me. I want to go and be able to pass out food and do what I came there to do. But praise the Lord. I've seen a few of you guys that are at one of the food banks that I be at. A couple of you guys, somebody recognized me. I was like, yeah. All right, here. It's crazy. Like, hey, all right, take the spot shot. Go. All right, we don't do none of that. But thank you guys so much. Again, donate where you can. All right, let's move along. I want to be there for the calls, honey. I want to be standing around talking. I'm there to give out boxes, pack up food, all of that. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for the love. But no, God, when I'm there and I'm focused, child, I'm tunnel vision on trying to pass out food and help folks. So thank y'all though. I ain't trying to be nasty to no one. But let's get into the next topic. Hollywood Unlocked. Several states sue Trump administration over withheld food stamps. This is another great thing. All right. So they on his ass. They are on his ass. Praise God. All right. So 25 states are sending a clear message to Trump. Don't play with people's plates now. Y'all know it's getting close to Thanksgiving. Everybody done already been thinking and dreaming about beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, turkey, ham, chicken, ribs. Y'all know what y'all be eating on Thanksgiving. Macaroni and cheese. You got to have macaroni and cheese. If you don't have macaroni and cheese on your table at Thanksgiving, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Okay? Like, that's a must. All right. And some good old dressing. I love some dressing, but I got to have my cranberry sauce with it. Okay? A little bit of gravy, not too much, but just enough to let me know I got some on there. All right, so the state, along with the District of Columbia, have joined forces to sue the Trump administration, accusing it of cutting off a crucial lifeline for millions of Americans during an ongoing government shutdown. Okay, now the lawsuit filed Tuesday, which was on yesterday, in federal court in Massachusetts, challenges the administration's decision to withhold supplemental nutritional assistance program, which is SNAP benefits, after refusing to use emergency funds to keep the program afloat. See, they messed up when they said, yes, we have emergency funds, but we will not be tapping into it. They was like, oh, yeah? Well, we're going to go ahead and sue y'all ass and force your hand to do so, because it's diabolical to have funds. That's why it's called emergency funds. This is definitely emergency. If the government is shut down and there are no funds available at this time, if there's an emergency fund, that's when you jump in and use said emergency funds until y'all figure this bullshit out. And the reason why y'all are extending this damn shutdown, when all you got to do is go ahead and vote and agree. That's all you do. It's all one vote. So people are losing plates over a fucking vote. Y'all see where we're going with this? Oh my God. All right, but let's move along. So maybe we'll see some results in that. We definitely got to talk about this, because I don't feel like this was an accident. All right. I really don't. I really don't. Something inside of me is telling me that this shit here was orchestrated. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. All right. Let's help each other. Yes, y'all see y'all putting that in the chat, honey. We are our brother's keepers. You can be up today and down tomorrow. You just never know. Most of everybody under the sound of my voice, you are one paycheck away. You are one paycheck away from being in that same position. Okay? Seriously. On a serious note, you are one paycheck away. Mess around and your job don't pay you 2 times and see how you be scrambling. So let's not turn up our nose and look at other people like, oh, well, that's not my problem. It kind of is your problem. Okay? The Lord said, okay, I ain't trying to preach to nobody, but the Lord said we are our brother's keepers. So let's help out. Let's get into this. As you guys can see on my screen, honey, shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Monkeys carrying herpes, hepatitis C, and COVID escaped an overturned truck in Mississippi. It says that these monkeys are aggressive to humans. So you guys be careful if you are in the Tennessee area. Or anywhere around that. All right. These monkeys are carrying different diseases and they are aggressive. So if you run up on one, bitch, you better get the karate chopping out that bitch. All right. That's all I do know. You better get karate chopping. If you got a weapon, you better go ahead and use it. All right. If you got some mace, you better get the spraying. That's all I can tell you. I don't know. So let's get into it. It said that this is scary as hell and is, okay, this is like Jumanji or some shit, right? Said a group of research monkeys made a run for it after a truck transporting them from New Orleans to Lane University on a Mississippi highway overturned. Now, according to CBS News, witnesses recorded the monkeys crawling out of the back of the truck on Interstate 59. Now, Jasper County Sheriff Department made a post on Facebook identifying the animals as, what is that, rhesus monkeys, and adding some shocking context. It says that they stated that the monkeys were carrying herpes, COVID, and hepatitis C. Y'all know they do these experiments on these said monkeys, but apparently they were transporting from one place to the other, and there was an accident that took place. These monkeys are now out on American soil, so there's no telling where these damn things are because they do travel. It says that, but the universities claim that the animals aren't infectious. The lies. You just told us that they were. However, in my Kimmy voice, the monkeys were believed to be aggressive towards humans. All right. So the non-human primates at the TNBRC are provided to other research organizations advance science. The primates in question belong to another entity that aren't infectious. It says that we're actively collaborating with local authorities and will send a team of animal care experts to assist as needed, according to Tulane University. In a statement, it said in a recent update, the sheriff's department claims that all monkeys besides one have been destroyed. So nearby residents should still be careful. Do they really know how many monkeys were in there? That's my question. Do they know how many monkeys were in there that may have gotten out? Because you can't tell me that they're carrying herpes, hepatitis C, and COVID, and then say that they're not a threat to anyone, that they're not infectious. Bitch, that's infectious. Herpes alone, that is uncurable. You can treat it, but you cannot cure it. We all know a lot of people. How many people did we lose over COVID? Millions of people passed away from COVID because the motherfuckers in the White House that knew about it prior to it coming out and getting out, we're watching the presidents and everyone else walking around with masks on, and we didn't even think to even ask why. For a long time, COVID was out. Millions of people, including one of my classmates, I told y'all, passed away from COVID. And they knew about it and did not alert the American people. So I feel like they're downplaying this situation like they downplay everything else because they don't want people to panic. Okay? If you're out somewhere, for those of you who like to go camping and in the woods and shit like that, that's where the monkeys will be. In the damn woods. All right? You like to be camping and nature trails and shit, you know, not a lot of black people. I know my ass don't be out there. But yeah, that's probably where the monkeys will be hiding and jump down there on your ass and get to biting. So be very, very careful. Make sure you take something with your child. Because it's still, I think they say still one on the loose. It might be more than one. They just might be just saying one, so y'all don't panic. But baby, keep your third eye, honey, like that. All right, if you're out and about. Let's move along. All right. So since Trump want to say he done went out here and took all these tests. Now you talked about Joe Biden when Joe Biden ass was up there asleep at all these press conferences and whatnot. Well, it's giving that a little bit of I don't want to diagnose nobody, okay? But it's giving like a little bit of dementia might be creeping up on old Trump up over here. All right, let me go ahead and show this Democratic Wins Media post. All right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and look at Trump looking like his ass don't know where to go. He really like he was out of it. I don't know. I don't want to say you're on no drugs or nothing. Like I said, I'm not a doctor by any figment of the imagination, but it looks to me like dementia might be setting in. The person is telling you where to go. You standing there like you don't know what's going on. Let's go ahead and look at this. Without the music, of course. Look at Trump. Now she's telling his ass where to go. Tell me why you go stand in front of the man blowing the horn and just stand there. She's saying, bring your ass. Bring your ass. He's just standing there like, if that ain't dementia, I don't know what it is. But see, you talked about Joe Biden when Joe Biden was knocked out asleep at one of the little press conferences, okay? When he was standing there for getting his speech. Now look at you. Talking about you done went and took these tests so you can run a third time. Where you running to? Hopefully your house. You don't need to be running again, especially after this video. I know the trumpet player was like, bitch, if you don't get out of my face, they told you to go that way. You take it that way, okay? Just standing there staring at old boy while he over there on that shit. Look at him. Lady like, bring your ass. Just standing there for. I told you we're going over here. All right, we're gonna come down off the little thing. Then you're gonna come this way. He's standing there like he's ready to blow the horn. Like it's my turn next. Pass me the horn. Like that's what it's giving. Like my turn next. I'm gonna blow the horn. Look at his stupid ass. Child. That's dementia there. I know dementia when I see it. I actually said the stunning new footage, this was just recently, y'all, showed Trump, y'all president, honey, having a senile moment. Didn't I tell y'all? Forgetting where he was and needing to be guided by the prime minister of Japan. See? Mm-hmm. You laughed at Biden when he was on this shit. He was on Biden was knocked the hell out. Okay. He was like, oh, yeah, Biden is not, he's not going to be the type of person that can run the country and be president of the United States. I would be the best candidate for doing that. And then your stupid ass go stand in front of the trumpet player. Look at that. See? Mm-hmm. Look at the Lord. Thank you, Lord. This is the Lord working through you, Trump. This is the Lord working right here. All right. For all of us to be able to see. Thank you, Lord. Moving right along. Stupid ass. All right. Shout out to People Magazine. Yeah, we're going to move along, honey. Child. That's why your ass do not need to run again. Woo, see, he talked all that shit. Now look at you. That's what I love. I love when things be full circle on your ass. All right, so airlines are feeding air traffic controllers as pay stops during the government shutdown. All right, this is very sad. I know they're like, bitch, I don't know chicken. I want a check. I know it sounds the same. Chicken and check. I'd rather have a check. All right. But it's a good thing. It's a good deed. It's a good deed. All right. You got people coming to work. They're not getting checks. I told y'all I'm not that strong of a girl. I'm not that strong of a girl to come up and clock in knowing that we're not going to get a paycheck, because I think that's why all of us go to work. Even if you say you like your job, yeah, you do like your job, but you know the end goal is to be paid. I don't think nobody cranking up their car, burning out their good gas, flying to work, honey, just to get there and they be like, oh, by the way, we're not going to have your check for another maybe 4 or 5 weeks. But thank you for being here. I need you to go ahead and cover another shift too while you're here. All right. I don't think nobody's on that kind of time. But let's go ahead and get into it. In an effort to feed or help feed federal aviation workers who are going unpaid after the government shutdown, some airlines are stepping in to pay for meals. All right. That's very noble. Now, in a statement shared with People, said the United Airlines confirmed that it is donating meals for air traffic controllers and other federal workers whose pay is delayed. Can we say stop? I don't say delayed. It sounds like stop would be better to put right there, because they ain't getting shit. Delayed mean the shit gonna be here maybe tomorrow, delay. All right. Says that the airline told CBS News that it would be feeding workers at the company's hub in Chicago, Houston, Los Angeles, Newark, New Jersey, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C. So, that's great, for air traffic controllers who are still trying to come into work, to keep their jobs, still trying to be great employees. But in the back of their mind, they're like, yeah, thank you for my plate, but yeah, I want to be paid. People got bills, people got responsibilities, but you guys saw the long line yesterday. If you guys went in my Car Chronicles show yesterday, you guys saw the long line at the airports and how, TSA, a lot of people in TSA are not even coming to work. They're like, fuck this. I ain't about to come up in there. I ain't about to be up in there working. No. You tell me I ain't got no check. I'm about to check out. So, yeah, that's what's going on. A lot of TSA and air traffic controllers are not showing up to work, honey, because they don't have time for the bullshit. I don't blame you, baby. I'm right there with you. You ain't got my check. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get to singing that Rihanna, honey. Bitch, better have my, okay? Y'all know the song. You better have my money. Bitch, better have my money. All right, because it's cold too. And I got one of them Inspector Gadget jackets back there, coats, them long ones. All right, like what Karen Huger had on, what Ray had on when he went out there to get Karen Huger. When she was out there fishtailing in the highway on that DUI bullshit. I got me one of them Inspector Gadgets with that long split in the back. All right, yeah. Let me get up off that though. I want to be like, damn, she crazy. Maybe if I ain't got no check. But let's move along. Let's move along. Let's go ahead and share. Let's get into some Sonya Mason. Got to get into her because we haven't talked about her in a minute. There is a trial going on. There is a trial, so we got to give y'all the update on that. Okay. Yeah, y'all know black people. I told y'all, they say the best time to fire folk is on a Friday, so they got the whole weekend to cool off. Now, you fire somebody on a Wednesday, fuck around and fire somebody on a Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, you might want to go ahead and use that sick day. You got some. A couple of them, all right? Because Johnny Earl gonna bring his ass up there on the bullshit. All right, and fuck up everybody 40 hours. Y'all know that. So you heard it right here. All right, so Black Boss Brand. Let's talk about it. Sonya Macy, all right. I'm calling Sonya Macy thought someone was outside of her home. We all know the story, what happened. But let's go ahead and update you guys. She did what any of us would do. She called 911. Minutes later, She was pow-powed and unalive by the same police officer that she called to protect her. All right. Johnny Earl. Just had to make up a name. All right. All right. So let's continue. Okay. So a 36-year-old mother of 2 teenagers. All right. A woman of faith who loved to cook, laugh, and pray. Her kids still ask why their mother is not coming home. Said that they'll never get to hug her again. No child should have to live with that pain. Okay. Ooh, I gotta skip that one only because they're showing and I don't want you two to be on some bullshit. All right. Can I read it from my phone? Yes, I can. See, we can improvise. I don't want to show a picture where they're actually showing a pow point because y'all know YouTube, they're on that new bullshit now, and we ain't trying to fuck up our money a little bit. All right, but I can read it from my phone. Yeah, I can do that. All right, so that one says on July 6th of 2024, deputies entered Sonia's home in Springfield, Illinois. As she moved a pot of hot water off the stove, she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Okay, see, she saw that demon in that police officer. Said the deputy Sean Grayson fired 3 pow-pows. One actually hit her in the head. Said that she passed away in her kitchen. All right, so now we're at the one that we're on now. So I had to bypass that one, child, because they were doing too much. All right, so body cam footage shows a small, scared, unarmed woman with no weapon. Now, her own fear was met with unaliving force. Grayson's partner took the stand, you guys, and pleaded with him to do the right thing. So he was going to get up there and lie, but his partner, who actually spoke up and told that that's not how the story went when he initially told it, the officer who pow Sonia Macy, okay? Y'all remember this whole situation. So he was going to try to lie, say, oh, she was getting ready to throw the water on me. You don't know what she was going to. She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Maybe she saw a demon up in you. Okay, and you use excessive force and you did not need to. So thank God for the other officer who spoke up on her behalf. All right, so it says that Grayson's partner took the stand and pleaded with him to do the right thing, telling the jury that Sonia never posed a threat and that the pow-powing was unjustified. Y'all hear that? Come on, cop. It said that she called for help and it cost her her life and did. See? This is the officer. Said that the trial of former deputy Sean Grayson is underway in Peoria, Illinois. I hope I said it right. After being moved from Springfield because of public outrage. All right, they ready to tear off in his ass about this case, so they had to move it. So they wouldn't be out there with his ass in the headlock. Okay, so they said that he is charged with 3 counts of first-degree unaliving, aggravated battery, and official misconduct. Praise God. Praise God that police officers are finally being held accountable, okay? Not so much for our other African Americans who have lost their lives due to police brutality and other things, taking out people when they really didn't have to use that particular type of force. All right, but it says that she called for help. They called her a threat, and in seconds, her life was taken. Today in court, all right, because they are in a trial. Deputy Sean Grayson's own partner took the stand, pleading with him to do the right thing and telling jurors that Sonia Macy never posed a threat. He getting ready to go to jail. He's going to jail for that. All right, now the unaliving trial is happening right now in Peoria. I hope I said it right, Illinois. Grayson faces 3 counts of, as I just read to you guys, first-degree unaliving for unaliving Sonia Macy, a 36-year-old mother who did nothing wrong. How the hell? What kind of world do we live in? Because police officers are here to protect and serve. What kind of world do we live in when you call the police officer when you're feeling like you need some protection and you get there and become the victim? Like, what world are we living in? This woman called the police because she heard someone outside of her home, okay, where she thought somebody was going to probably break in, whatever the case may be. She was in fear of whatever was going on. So she called the police. They get there, and then her life is taken. And then the police officer that did it tried to lie in a statement in terms of how things went down. And thankfully, the other officer also had it on his body cam. So that's another great thing. You know, they're going to show that, you guys know they're going to show that in court as well to corroborate what the other officer said happened. Okay. So it said that her family deserves justice. Her story deserves to be heard. Okay. So it says stay informed, share her name, demand accountability. All right, as we will. So I'm gonna try to keep you guys updated on how this trial actually pans out because right here on my screen, you definitely need to be found guilty and you definitely need to be in jail because you did not have to unalive this woman. You didn't. She would still be here. Her children are hurting. Her family's hurting. Why? Why would you take her life? She did not pose a threat to you, and the other officer said so as well. Now, jurors have watched the full body cam, as I told you guys, footage and autopsy photos confirming she had no weapon. Look at the Lord. Said that her family already received a $10 million settlement, okay, because they did a civil lawsuit, but they say that true justice will only come through conviction and reform, okay? So thank God for that, okay? Thank God for honest officers, because the other officer could have taken the other officer's words and say, hey, yeah, I'm going to look out for you, man, because, yeah, I don't see you go to jail. So thank God that he is doing the right thing. They said follow the trial and share updates to keep Sonya's name visible. Contact local officials and demand independent investigations for police shooting or powwowings. Oops. It said that support verify community justice groups and fight for police reform and mental health crisis response teams. Donate or share verified fundraisers to help Sonya's children rebuild their lives. Yeah, because they lost their mom. That's sad. And so sad. Justice for Sonya Macy, because calling for help should never cost a life. Okay. Oh my God. So they have shirts, protect Black women. I like that. Okay. So yeah, if you guys want to it says that at Black Boss Brand, if you guys want a shirt, you can go to follow at Black Boss Brand to get one of these shirts if you like. All right. The link is in the bio. Did they give it to me? Do I see it? Girl, Better Protect Black Women T. Wear it for Sonya. Link in bio. I don't see it. I think that's it here. Follow at Black Boss Brand. Let's see. Can I highlight it? The woman. All right. So let me write it down and I'll drop it in there whenever we before we leave. All right. Follow at Black, or I can do it now. Let me just write it down right quick. For those of you that want to get a shirt to help support. Okay. All right. So let's get up off this. Ooh, that's so touching. Lord, I hate to see stuff like that happen, honey, because listen, that could be your family. That could be your family, all right? Or your loved one. So let's see. Let me go ahead and type that in for you guys. Follow at what is that? Black Boss. Child, these nails, Lord. Boss Brand. All right. So there, follow at Black Boss Brand. Yeah. All right. I want to say .com. So if you want to get a shirt, go there. Let's continue. I don't want to spend too much time. All right. So video. Now imagine you guys, I know a lot of you guys go to a lot of theme parks, fairs. I know the fair is getting ready to be coming out. I know the fair in Raleigh, because I have family in Raleigh, North Carolina. There was actually a ride, the swings that got stuck in the air in Raleigh, North Carolina. They were stuck up there for, I think they said 3 hours. Imagine being stuck several stories in the air on a ride and you can't come down. Y'all gotta watch these damn rides. All right. But video, let's go ahead and share so y'all can see with me. This is horrifying. I would be losing my shit up there. And I mean, I'll get on rides like roller coasters and stuff like that. But child, listen, I do not want to be on some shit like this that just go up and get stuck. I'm not here for that. There's certain rides I won't ride now as an adult. Now, when I was younger, I would get on everything. I was a daredevil. I would get on everything in the park. But now I will ride some roller coasters, some that look like it might be some, too much of that, because your equilibrium when you get older, honey, you be like, oh shit. But so yeah, video shows a ride in Denver getting stuck and leaving riders stranded 17 stories high. Now they said there's a terrifying view of 17 stories in the air as amusement park ride malfunctions. Child, listen, baby.
It is kind of like a private, viewing.
Look at this. How high they are. I would be losing it. Oh, Jesus. Child. Y'all see that? These people are stuck in the air on swings. Same thing happened in Raleigh, North Carolina. Y'all see this?
It is kind of like a private, viewing.
You are above a roller coaster. That's how high you are in the air. I done been stuck on a ride. I told you I've been stuck on a ride before on a roller coaster where some fuses or something blew. It was right before we got ready to go over the thing to go like that. And we were up like this, stuck. They had to go through each chair and manually open the thing. So, open the little thing, the bar, so that we can come out, and we had to walk down some stairs. Baby, when I tell you, my heart was like, boop, 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 boop. Okay. I am not good. I'm good with heights as long as I'm moving. But if I got to walk down some stairs and I can see through, see the ground through, I was literally panicking, y'all. I was really losing it. I was like, Jesus. But and the only thing they gave us was a skip the line pass. I think I told y'all this before. They gave us a skip the line pass for us to not have to wait in line to come back and ride the ride again. I was like, bitch, I won't be riding this shit again. This raggedy piece of I will not get my ass back in line to ride this. Matter of fact, I didn't want to ride nothing for the rest of the damn day. I'm so mad. Mind you, it was the middle of summer. It was hot as hell. So we just like laying there baking, literally stuck in this damn chair, waiting for them to get to, because they had to call the mechanics and, people in the park to come and literally open the little thing that hold, the little thing that holds us, the bar that holds us in the seat. So we had to wait till they got to our seat, just laying there baking. I was like, yo, don't even give me no fucking pass. They did give us bottled water, but I was so mad. I was like, fuck this water. But baby, imagine this, okay? I will never forget it. And I'm gonna call them out, okay? In Charlotte, North Carolina, the Borg Assimilator at Carowinds. Okay, yeah, I'm putting y'all on blast. Carowinds, Charlotte, North Carolina.
It is kind of like a private, like viewing.
I will never, okay, ever. Yeah, I'm telling on y'all ass. Imagine that, y'all. Oh, geez. All right, so a 17-story high amusement park ride malfunctioned in Denver in August of this year. That left passengers stranded for roughly 20 minutes while suspended in the air. Now, the video from Dawson Williams shows their view from the Starflyer ride located in, Eltich Garden in Denver in early August. It said that according to local news reports that the ride also malfunctioned in April. We might need to go ahead and shut that ride down, leaving about 40 riders stuck 20 feet in the air for about 45 minutes. So it sounds like there's some type of malfunction with this ride. Maybe they need to shut it down because ain't nobody got time for that, okay? Nobody got time to be stuck in the air that high up. 17 stories, what was that, 20 feet in the air? Like, no. See? Let's move on. Horrible. I've been there, so I know how it feels. All right, so let's continue. Now, we got a lot of people out here that's blasting these cheating ass men. This lady here went on TikTok and blasted this woman's husband for out here cheating. Let's go ahead and get into it, child. All right, so a woman on TikTok looking for a Raleigh woman named Keisha, honey, whose husband is allegedly cheating. She said, help me find Keisha in Raleigh, North Carolina, honey, whose husband is a cheater. Let's get into it, honey. This shit's so funny. Let's get into it, child. Ooh. All right, there we go.
All right, Keisha from North Carolina. It is currently 8:45 p.m. I most definitely told you that your husband leave out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And today is currently Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. You leave to go to New York for the weekend, you and your 5 children, this weekend. So while you're sitting, chilling, strolling TikTok, I need this to get out. I need everyone to help me find Keisha from Raleigh, North Carolina, who has 5 children, whose husband is a welder, and they've been married for 10 fucking years. Help me find her. That's all I need. I need someone to help me find Keisha. The birthday is next week. Like, if I can find you, you can most definitely be my +1 to her birthday party, because your husband is sponsoring the birthday party. Girl, come out. Someone get this the fuck out so I can have Keisha as my +1.
Baby, that is
all right, Keisha from.
See, this is how people get hurt. This is how people get hurt. Why would you have the wife as the +1 to show up in there with a husband and sponsor somebody, the side chick's party, child? You're going to get somebody up and fighting and get their damn veins snatched out from doing some mess like that. Now, they said word on the street is that some woman is on TikTok straight up calling for a girl named Keisha from Raleigh, North Carolina to hit her up ASAP. Said that she says that Keisha's husband is a welder, got 5 kids, been married for 10 years, and has been out here doing something wrong, honey. Said that saying that Keisha's husband is allegedly cheating, girl, or cheating as they call it in Bessemer. And not only that, he's sponsoring a birthday party, and she wants Keisha to be her +1. See, this is how people get to fighting this stuff. Who is on this kind of petty? Lord have mercy. Keisha, wherever you are, girl, if you see this message, please don't go to jail behind this. Let that nigga go, because obviously he is the problem, okay? We always be wanting to fight the women, but the guy always get off. So you gotta lay in on his ass sometime, all right? Go upside his damn head. Now, I'm not promoting violence all the time, but y'all women got to stop fighting the other woman unless she get to talking some shit. Because y'all know some of these side chicks, they will be popping off. They got their mouth like Ariana, but be spurred. Them. Now you can go on there and pop up a couple times. But yeah. But y'all need to be getting on to the man. Get on to his ass. All right, get on his ass because he is the person who orchestrated all this bullshit. All right, y'all let him come home and y'all make up and have all that good old makeup love and all of that. You over there rolling your bike real good so you could be with his old ratchet ass, lying, cheating ass. Meanwhile, you ain't said nothing to the side piece because he gonna be right back over there. Okay, but yeah. So Keisha, wherever you are, girl. Word to the wise, baby. Let him go. Go ahead, and you got 5 kids, girl. That's a good child support check. Go ahead and get your child support, honey. Go on down there. He's a welder too. Welders make good money. So go on down there and let him know where he work at. So then go ahead and send that good documentation down there and garnish them wages and go ahead and get your child support of 5 children. And go ahead and get maybe some spousal support too, since he want to be out there on the bullshit. So you've been married for 10 years, girl. Get half of everything. Yes, ma'am. Get half of everything, girl. Don't even go to that party. Let them have that bullshit ass party and the money that he spent over there on the party for the side piece. Go on and get that back on the back end with that child support. All right. See how I helped you? Moving right along. Yes, God, honey, I helped you. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the Hurricane Melissa news. I told you guys I'm going to keep y'all updated on all of the stuff or the things going on with this damn hurricane. Child, the people over in Jamaica. If I have anybody in my chat right now watching from Jamaica, or if you know anyone from Jamaica, you ever been to Jamaica, prayers up to you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get into some updates on what's going on in Jamaica. All right, we looked at some footage yesterday, honey. That wind, when I tell you that wind was doing the most, 140 miles per hour wind. Jesus, Lord God. So Jamaica Observer, shout out to them. Now they had to rescue these people from their home because the water began to rise in their home. Okay. And you guys know when water start rising, be some stuff in the water like alligators. I don't know if they got gators or crocs down there in Jamaica. They may. But all types of shit. Snakes, snakes are everywhere. I would be afraid to be in that type of water. All right. That's up to like chest level, baby. Because ain't no telling is what water moccasins and all types of shit out there. So let's go ahead and get into it. Firefighters rescue residents trapped in flooded, what is that, Manville home? Let's go ahead and watch this because child. All right, so y'all see there, where they're going in. Look at that water. Child. Y'all see that? That's the roof of somebody's home. This is in Jamaica. This is the roof of someone's home. So I hope everybody that was in that home got out because my God, okay? Child, look at that. See, it's rising. Their house was going to be next. Child. See that? It's like a whole lake. My God. Prayers up for the people in Jamaica, honey. Prayers up. Look at that. Water completely almost over the roof. Okay? Yeah. So rescue operation is underway along Ward Avenue in Manville, where firefighters are working to save individuals trapped inside a flooded home as Hurricane Melissa continues to batter the parish. All right, we got some more. We're gonna look at a couple more things from the hurricane. Then we're gonna move on. So we can keep you guys updated on what's going on. Y'all continue to keep the prayers up going for the people over in Jamaica. All right. A social media user recently shared the inside of Sangster International Airport. So this is an airport, you guys. They got flooded out. All right. In poor condition during Hurricane Melissa. All right. So they're saying, please keep the people impacted keep them lifted up in your prayers. All right. Shout out to the Shade Room. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. My Lord. That's the airport, y'all. I'll put it out. Wow. Out of the airport. Sangster International Airport. I have hella cold up there. That airport. Still coming through there, part of the roof, all that water in there. Jesus. So yeah, so that's Sangster International Airport in Jamaica. That's gonna be deemed they're gonna tear that down, child, because they ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that. The mold and mildew and everything else is getting ready to be formed up in there. Yeah, prayers up, honey. Prayers up. All right, so did I only have I only have those three. All right, so yes, that's it for Jamaica. Let's continue on. Yesterday, I talked a little bit about Masika Kalisha from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You guys know her husband passed away in a recent car accident. Okay. You guys ever had a feeling when something bad happens to someone that's very close to you? You kind of get this urgency or this feeling that comes over you. Even though you weren't there, it's like, I don't know, like God or something would lay it on your heart, or this spirit of something would come over you to be like, oh my God, something bad just happened. And you just immediately go into like this prayer. You guys ever had that feeling before? I felt that way before. All right. Yeah, I felt that way when something bad is getting ready to happen and something just comes over you and you just break out and just start praying like, Lord, da, 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 da. Y'all know what I mean. So this is what happened with Masika when her husband, okay, they're saying it happened at like, I want to say like 12 something in the morning. I think he was coming home. He was driving a cyber truck, you guys, on I-10, and someone was driving the wrong way on the highway. All right, but this is what she says. She shares, God woke me up at 2:00 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. She says that I didn't know why. She said, Jesus Christ, I just received the worst news of my life. Pray for me and my kids, please. So her husband, who she just married, they still newlyweds technically, just passed away by a wrong way driver on the highway who slammed into him in his Tesla truck. He was driving a Tesla. I'm going to show y'all the pictures. It's not too bad. I want you guys to see the damage to the truck because it was shared. And the person who was driving the wrong way also lost his life. Okay. And of course, her husband as well. So 2 people lost their lives that night. That was a huge catastrophe. Okay. Because she does have a child with this man. So that child now will grow up without their father due to someone driving the wrong way. So that's why you got to be prayed up. Not to say that he wasn't, but this is why you have to be prayed up when you get ready to leave your home so that God will bring you back safe. All right. That's always my prayer. God, please go out to the highways and byways and bring me back the same way that I left. That's my prayer before I leave my home. When I get in my car and I crank it up, I pray that no hurt, harm, or danger will come upon me and mine while I'm out and about going wherever it is that I choose to or need to go. All right. So, I pray in a hot minute, but let's go ahead and get into this. Prayers up for Masika Kalisha, because we don't know, child, what she's dealing with right now. I know grief can be harsh. Everybody in here under the sound of my voice, you've dealt with grief, some type of grief, whether it's a husband, a father, a child, a grandparent, whatever the case may be. So Masika Kalisha asked for prayers for her and her children following rumors that her estranged husband, is not a rumor now, it's been confirmed, Jamar Champ, was involved in a fatal car accident. All right. So reports, was it KHOU 11 reports a wrong way BMW crashed into a Tesla Cybertruck on I-10 near Washington Avenue in Houston, unaliving both drivers and shutting down the freeway before or during rather the morning commute. Now, no names at this time have been released, at which they have now. They did not list the name of the other person who was driving the wrong way, but we have confirmed that Jamar Champ, which is Kalisha's husband, okay, Masika Kalisha's husband, okay, he was involved in that accident, okay. So now let's go ahead and get to the next one so that you actually can see there was no way he was gonna make it in this Tesla. Anybody own a Tesla Cybertruck? I have no desire to own one. But this is the truck. This is her husband. This is so unfortunate. So this person here, shout out to the Shade Room. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk as well. So it said that Jason Miles from KHOU, I guess he's from a news station, said that the family tells me that Jamar Champ, who was 38, he was only 38 years old, was the driver of a distinctive Cybertruck who HPD says was struck and unalive overnight by a wrong way driver on the I-10. Said that driver also passed away. As I just told you guys, Champ is remembered as a devoted father and friend. All right. So yeah, this is him. That's his Cybertruck. Okay. This is from the accident where a wrong way driver ran head on into him, where my mouse is moving. Y'all see that? There was no way he was going to make it. That whole front end is smashed in. So prayers up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Horrible. All right. So we just read everything that is attached to this story. Again, prayers up. That's all I can say is prayers up. But that is her. That's him. and their family. That's her baby. She just had, with him. That's her baby that she has with I can't remember the rapper's name that has the patch over his eye. But yeah, so that's her husband. That's her husband. So I hate stuff like that. Let's move on. Let's get into some more mess, child. Ooh, y'all forgive me. I got a little cold. All right. So Tamar and her sister, okay, bald-headed Tawanda, is still arguing. So we got to get into their mess, child. Because Tamar has sent out a warning to Tawanda, because Tawanda did a little interview and mentioned some stuff about Tamar. I don't know what it is between the two of them. Like I told y'all, when Tracy was still here with us, like Tracy was getting all the daggers from the sisters. And now that Tracy is gone, Tawanda is on demon time, and it's like they're all against Tamar. This shit is crazy. Tawanda you need some soul searchers, okay? Because under that bald head of yours, it's some demons that reside in your mind where you just stay on the bullshit. And it's amazing how much Tamar says she's done for Tawanda, okay, including the car that you drive, the roof over your head, and clothes that you've stolen, according to Tamar. Girl, this should be your favorite sister at this point. Damn, okay? But Tamar has issued a warning to Tawanda and let her know. She said, I heard an interview, and I've been trying to keep it cute right here with it. But if you say one more lie to liar, that's what she called us. I can hear her saying that. I'm gonna empty out that clip, meaning I'm about to tell all your shit. Because who know you better than me? Your sister, okay? She said, do not make me spill your shit. That means shut it up. Do one more interview talking about me. Just say Tay. You ain't gotta say Tamar, and I'm about to tell everybody your shit. All right. I really, honestly, and I said this the other day, being that Tracy is gone, you would think that it would bring their bond closer, because you don't want to lose another sister, okay? Anything could happen. Tawanda, you were just in a bad car accident where you totaled your Tesla, all right? You had a big old bruise across your nose when it was time for your wedding. And this was right before her wedding, okay? So you would think that the bond between the sisterhood would be stronger. Now, I get it. I have siblings, so I know how it works. Siblings, they do fight. Siblings say things to each other, but it should never get to this point. It's like y'all are like arch enemies at this point. It's like you are like a bitch off the street. Like, you are not my sibling. This is what this is giving. This is some deep-rooted hatred right here. Tamar has already said she don't hear from her sisters until it's time to film. That's what Tamar said. She said they don't call me, they don't come to my house. Now I get it. Tamar can be hella annoying. Y'all see she's real animated and she's always on this. That shit would irk the mess out of me. I'd be like, girl, turn yourself off and be quiet. She just do a lot. But I get it. I can see what's going on between the two of them. There's some jealousy, obviously, between Tawanda. And she's done a few videos saying, why would I be jealous of you? Girl, you are. You are jealous because I already said it was already understood that Tony was going to start a family. But Tamar done walked past Tony as related to, her star power. The girl is still touring. The girl, she makes the most money in the family. She's taking care of the family, including you, Tawanda. So you probably don't want to piss her off. If my sister gave me $30K plus other money and bought me a car and all the things, so that, and closing costs and help me move, like, sis, I'm not gonna F that up, because you don't never know when you need that person again. So don't burn the bridge, honey. And that go for anybody else. You out here burning bridges, stop doing it, because you don't know when you need a person again. But let's go ahead and get into this interview that I went and found, y'all, so we can hear what it was that was said. All right, because I said I gotta hear what she said. Now, if you're gonna throw a threat out there, now we gotta know. Shout out to No Tracy TV. Hold up. Let me share, then we're gonna make it big. All right. I said, what is it that she said that made her snap off on her ass like that? Okay, because sometimes you got to issue a warning, let a bitch know. All right, play with me one more time, one more again, and I'm gonna have to air you out. I'm that type to piss me off, and I'm be like, all right, okay. And then when I fly off on your ass, I don't want to hear nothing. That's how I am. I'm like, okay, put all your shit out there and embarrass you. That's how I be. I'm gonna sit quiet and be cute and mute. And when you push me to that point, I'm on demon time. But let's go.
I don't know who was missing at the wedding. They said, but one person missing from that fabulous wedding. So tell me, honey, so what happened and where do you stand now with that missing person?
Well, may Tracy rest in peace, because Tracy was not there. I missed her immensely, and parts of her was definitely a part of the wedding. Like we had hummingbirds everywhere. You'll be able to see it when you watch the show.
I can't wait to see it.
Real hummingbirds?
No, but just because Tracy loved hummingbirds.
Oh, okay.
You know, and she said that, you know, she wanted us to get necklaces with her remains in it with hummingbirds, and that's what we do.
And I
So
see y'all
everything
wearing
is
those necklaces. So
Yes,
that's
everything.
cute.
We take her
Beautiful.
everywhere we go. So she was there at the wedding, and it was pretty challenging not having her there because Tracy
I can
was
imagine.
always the life of the party, you know, and I was the only girl who never had a wedding. So this was the first time that a sister,
big moment.
didn't have had a wedding, and then the sister wasn't there, willingly not wanting to be there. So that was very challenging.
So we're gonna see that on the show, the wedding.
You definitely
Yes.
can see all of that on the show.
Did you wear white?
I can't wear
can't wear
white. I
white?
got 2 children.
Oh, well, girl, people wear white,
I'm
baby.
not- I can't wear white. I think my mama was like, "You better not wear white." So I
No, mama, eat old school.
right.
She
I'm
gonna
sorry.
tell you
Now
what it is.
was Tamar there?
In spirit.
Okay, but she did do the season of the show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the first episode
I
that aired,
did,
but
and
yeah, she's
it
on
made
there.
my nerves bad.
Really?
Yeah, because I love y'all. Like when I saw Tamar and Tony jumped up in Tamar's face and they both stood up, I was like, oh Lord, like we don't never want to see that. We don't want to see them fighting like that. So I feel like Tony is like the calm one. She's the oldest, so she's like super duper mature. So
Yeah.
if she jump up, it's a problem. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a
Lord.
lot, you know. But we
But
had to
it's
grow up.
family,
Yeah,
yeah.
we all had to grow up in some way, and we
Yeah.
all had to create our own boundaries.
Facts.
And I choose peace and joy over anything else in my
Amen.
life.
Amen.
Say that. So, what's something fans would be surprised to learn about where y'all are in life now, like right now?
Surprised that we're maturing, that we've matured, we've emerged. And then there are certain things that we just don't tolerate no more in our lives. And I think that all the viewers have been following us since 2011. They had to grow up too. So
Yeah.
they understand life and love and family.
So y'all hear that? So whatever Tawanda said in this video is definitely something that upset Tamar because she gave her a warning. She said, I heard an interview and I've been trying to keep it cute. But if you say one more lie, Tolaya, I don't know why that's so funny. I'm gonna empty out my clip, meaning I'm getting ready to spray you with your truth, baby. All right. And child, y'all know every family, honey, every family got some secrets that don't want to be told. All right, and don't need to be told. But Tawanda, sound like you have a lot of skeletons in your closet. And like I said, Tamar does know these damn skeletons. And I don't think you want them told. So you probably don't want to do no more interviews. And if you do any more interviews, just don't even mention her. I think you should have enough going on in your life with your new husband and whatever your situation is right now to talk about you. Like, what are you doing? What's your next business venture? Oh, nothing. Never mind. So yeah, just talk about you and your husband, okay? Yeah. And focus on that because you don't want to take Tamar out here on demon time because you know she done told you shit about you stealing her credit cards, and now we done found out that Tawanda was stealing Miss E's social security checks and forging them, and which her ass went to jail behind. We talked about that as well. You were stealing Tamar's clothes, and you stole money from Tony whenever you were her assistant as well, which is why Tony ain't let you be working for her no more. But girl, it's just giving at your fingers. Everything that you touch should stick to your hand. I don't know. Shit. Tamar said in one of the interviews, I said, what was it? I think it was on the show. She said, baby, Tawanda was steal the wig off your head. You looked the other way, baby. She done snatched the wig off. You didn't even know it was gone. Tawanda was steal the butter out your cornbread. You be like, bitch, I know I put butter on my bread, but where is the butter? Tawanda done stole it up out of there. So, yeah, Tawanda, girl. I was trying to like you, Tawanda, but I don't even know now. But shout out to Gary with the T and Ricky Smiling them over there for having this interview where Tawanda went out here and ran her mouth a little bit too much. And now you got Tamar on demon time. Now, this was a post and delete, but of course, anytime celebrities post and delete, bloggers going to catch it and they're going to run with it. And that's exactly what happened. So prayers up for their family, child. They need it, obviously. Prayers up. Let's get into this next topic. This person here, I don't know if they're just acting like they're crazy or they are just really crazy. All right. This person here is getting ready to spend a lot of time in prison. If not life. They sentenced to life. Shout out to It's On Site. Okay. Let's go ahead and let that come up. All right, there we go. Ohio woman is sentenced to life without parole. That means your ass is in there forever, forever, ever. After a brutal 2024 parking lot unaliving of a 3-year-old boy while his mother tried to protect him. Okay. Let's go ahead and read up what's going on first, and then we're going to look at the video so you guys will know what's going on. All right. Now, in a deeply harrowing case that shocked the Cleveland area, a 34-year-old Bianca Ellis has been sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the June 3rd, 2024 attack that unalived a 3-year-old Julian Wood while injuring his mother. This bitch crazy. Now, according to court records, Ellis stole 2 knives, we got to say it that way, from a thrift store adjacent to the grocery store market that then followed Julian and his mother, Margot Wood, said into a parking lot at a local supermarket. Now, the boy was seated in a shopping cart at the same time, or at the time of the attack, said his mother attempted to shield him and was wounded. Prosecutors told the court that the attack took only seconds, but left devastation in its wake. Wow. A jury earlier found Ellis guilty of multiple serious charges, including aggravated unaliving, felonious assault, and endangering children. Now, her defense team argued that she was not guilty by reason of insanity, citing schizophrenia, but the jury rejected her plea. Now, during the sentencing hearing, prosecutors described the tragic loss of a child at the hands of a stranger as one of the most heartbreaking acts that they've ever seen. Now, Julian's parents delivered an emotional statement about how their lives are forever changed. The quiet that now fills the home that once rang with laughter from a little boy. That is so sad. This is why, honey, this is why you got to say a prayer before you leave the house. I keep saying, when you go out and about, you don't know who's crazy, who's off their medication. This woman went into a store adjacent to the grocery store and just walked up to these people in the parking lot. Obviously, the woman was probably putting her stuff into the car. Child still sitting in the buggy. She just walked up to him with a cut knife. We got to say it that way for YouTube's sake, and just began on her Jason bullshit. Oh my God. So let's look at the video, because she looks crazy.
Did knowingly cause serious physical harm to JW on date of birth 10/29/2020. Count 5 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2020, any record, document, or thing with the purpose to impair its value or availability as evidence in such proceeding or investigation. Count 10 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did with purpose to deprive the owner of the indictment to you. Do you wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Sí.
Pardon me?
Sí.
What's same mean? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. I understand the victims are represented and they want to make a comment before I set bond. Is that true?
Yes.
C is for crazy. Okay? C is for crazy.
Defendant did knowingly cause serious physical harm.
They done read all this to you to tell you your crazy ass is not ever getting out of jail. And they ask you, do you agree with it? C. Like, what is C? Now you speak Spanish. We know C in Spanish means yes. Girl, it's yes or no. Now you Spanish now? Just disrespectful. And then you stand up here while they reading this shit, you laughing. Like, I feel like you were trying to act crazy so that they would be lenient on you in terms of your sentence, but no, ma'am. Okay? No, ma'am. Do y'all see how crazy? She need to be under the jail. You need to be under, maybe they need to bring the electric chair back. See, this right here, and I used to not be for the electric chair, but in situations like this, yeah. Okay? And if you are schizophrenic and you off your medication, whoever's supposed to be your caregiver or the person that's over making sure that you're supposed to take your medication, all right, maybe they need to be in jail with you, because, child, I'm gonna play one more time.
To JW on date of birth 10/29/2020. Count 5 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2020, any record, document, or thing with the purpose to impair its value or availability as evidence in such proceeding or investigation. Count 10 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did with purpose to deprive the owner of the indictment to you. Do you wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Sí.
Pardon me?
Sí.
What's same mean? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. I understand the victims are represented and they want to make a comment before I set bond. Is that true?
She kind of look like she got voices. Y'all know, have y'all ever seen people that are like crazy and they appear to be talking to themselves, or they're having voices in their head talking to them? It's given that she's responding to voices from her reaction, from her mannerisms that she's giving in court. It's weird. Like, it's weird the way she's smiling, then she like looking over her shoulder and doing this here like she's responding. I've never seen no shit like
Defendant did knowingly cause.
that. Look right there is the crazy. Baby, you crazy. All right. But you are sentenced to life, honey, without parole. And thank God. Okay. You will get the medication that you need in prison. Okay. You will. You will, girl. Let's move on. Prayers up for that family. I know that has to be hard. You just out, honey, on just a day out shopping like anybody else would do. And this crazy biatch right here done ran up on you with a whole knife on her Jason bullshit and then took your son out and hurt the lady too, hurt the mama too. I hate shit like that. That's why I say, honey, you got to be on your ish when you out, be watching, don't be playing in your phone so you can see crazy helpers like this running up on you so you can be on your shit like this here. All right. Told you. All right. Whew, Lord. My people are telling me that we need a jam session. Yeah, it is that look. That look about sent me, honey. Let me go ahead and get my jam session out the way. Thank y'all for 364 watching this morning. You guys are in here. Let's go ahead and get the jam session out so you guys can hit my like button, okay? Let's see the like button. Hey, this is y'all favorite one. Like button, okay? Please go out, tap the like, come on back in. I'll be right back. Looking on my teeth. Like button. Tap on that like for me. More likes. Let's get some likes, guys. More likes. Hey. Uh-oh, I said it's twerking. I'm a 504, so she is twerking. Come on. Get it. Get it. Hey. I'm a 504, twerking. Hey, all right, we back. Thank y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that little twerk session. Let's continue on, honey. So we got some portion news. Y'all know our Real Housewives of Atlanta, they are filming. So we do have some footage. We're gonna look at that. We're gonna stay on it too long. You guys know that Portia has announced that she has a girlfriend with a boyfriend on the side. All right. So Child Simon just messed her all the way up because baby, she done went out here and she's converted to being with women now. All right. The same person that was doing a whole full-fledged sermon telling people that being with women is wrong. And now here you go. Out here carpet munching, girl. Munching. And did I say munching? Okay. But let's get into it, child. Housewives from a housewife. Portia with her lying ass out here. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Portia Williams is outside, honey, celebrating with her people. Now, sitting right beside her is her alleged girlfriend, okay, who is a barber in Atlanta, who Portia is alleged to be dating. Now, they haven't shown this guy. I don't know if he's going to make any appearances on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I do know this girlfriend, okay? She has the dreadlocks. I showed you guys the pictures when all this came out before, but they're out having some type of celebratory moment. I think this may be filmed. We'll see, but let's go ahead and get into it. Child, that's her sister Lauren. Beside Portia right there with the green shirt on and the dreadlocks is her girlfriend. Y'all see her right here? That's her with Portia, child. I don't know who Ashy Hand that is right there. Girlfriend. That's her sister Lauren. They look just alike. I'm like, damn, y'all could be twins. Them jeans are strong, girl. They strong. That's Portia out on a night, child. Celebrate. I don't know what they're celebrating, but she's out with her girlfriend. So I don't know. Maybe this is really official, honey. But she does have a girlfriend and she has a boyfriend as well. Do I still have the picture of the boyfriend? They say he's supposed to be like a rich businessman. Y'all know Portia ain't gonna date nobody unless they got some money, okay? Let me see, can I find a picture of the boyfriend? He look kind of young too. Let me find it, child, because I know I still got it. I don't throw nothing away. Let's see. Where you at? Where you at? Let me find it. Let's see. I know I ain't get rid of it. Where is it? If it ain't in there, it's gotta be in my phone. I ain't about to do no uploading. If it ain't on here, child, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, in my phone. I don't think I uploaded it. But we do have it. Her boyfriend is a young looking dude. But let's continue. We ain't gonna stay on the child because I don't even care no more. Y'all, I had to show this because I thought this was so funny. Okay, like a little haha. These pastors out here be doing the absolute most. These pastors be doing the most. So women, y'all stop dressing like this in church, okay? This is not proper attire when you're at church, okay? Sis should have had on a jacket, okay? You should have had on a jacket, sis, because now you got pastor out here about to lose his religion. Let's see. Can you come up? Let's see. Can y'all see it? All right, let's play it.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, God.
Somebody pray for Pastor. He fell into temptation line. Lord have mercy. Somebody pray for Pastor. He fell into temptation line. Lord have mercy. Somebody pray for Pastor. He fell into temptation line.
All right, so y'all see her walking by with a little tight dress on. Some of y'all be dressing like this in church. That is highly inappropriate, okay? Pastor said, Lord have mercy. He done saw all that junk in the trunk while past him, child, with all the booberage hanging out here. And he was trying to read the scripture over there to the Lord and whatnot. And he looked up and saw all of this bouncing in front of him and about lost his religion and told his congregation to go ahead and pray for him, child, because Pastor about to lose his good old religion. Play one more time and we're going to get on out of here.
Lord have mercy. Somebody pray for Pastor. He fell into temptation line. Lord have mercy.
Lord.
Somebody pray for Pastor. He fell into temptation line.
Pastor got to go get saved again, child. I know that's right. All that junk in the trunk don't walk by. I don't know where the hell she was going. But baby, okay. Pastor said, child, y'all pray for me, child. I got to get saved up here again. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Miss Parker. Oh, my God. Y'all quit dressing like that in church. That's inappropriate, all right? Some of y'all be doing that, trying to get the pastor's attention, sitting on that front row with your leg all crossed up with all your unmentionables hanging out and whatnot, okay? Y'all do that at my home church, and y'all gonna have one of them old mothers walk across there with like a little sheet and put over your legs, okay? Or ask you to go around, honey, and sit to the next seat. Because you ain't about to be doing all that in front of pastor, all right? Them old mothers, they will do that. If y'all know, if you Church of God in Christ, brought up in Church of God in Christ, them old mothers will walk straight on across that church, honey, and put one of them things over your legs until you put your leg down, man. Put your leg down, all right? You're supposed to be up there like that. Because pastor up here trying to preach, and you done made him lose his you done made him lose his tune and everything. He over there like this, and then had to look down there. You got your leg all up there. But let's get into our next topic. All right. Mariah the Scientist had a little party, child. Little prayer cloth. There you go, Kim. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Old mothers tell you, hey, put that leg down. Okay. Pastor up there sweating too much, and he ain't got the preacher yet. He over there looking down there. Probably ain't even shaved down there. Nasty self. But anyway. Shout out to the Shade Room. Okay, shout out to the Shade Room. Mariah the Scientist had her 28th birthday party. Okay, Pink Panther themed. All right, birthday party, and said that some of your favorite celebrities, honey, popped out to help her celebrate. Said it also looked like she was gifted a new piece of ice, child, on her arm, and a new whip. So she got a new what was it, G-Wagon was? She got a new G-Wagon from her lying ass, cheating ass on the phone. Telling all their business as boyfriend. Now I think they back together, her and Young Thug with his nasty looking auntie built bodied ass. Child, ain't nowhere in the hell, first of all, you're gonna be on no jail phone calls, talking to other women and disrespecting and telling the business and talking about who you want to smash and who you smashed and all this other stuff. And I'm about to be dumb enough to come back to you so you can further disrespect me. And I keep saying it. I feel like if Young Thug was just a regular schmegular dude up off the street, she would not be giving him the time of day. She's too beautiful to be fooling with a nigga like that. But you know, these little ugly ass rappers out here with all this money and coin and clout. Yeah, she gonna fall for that mess. Okay, she gonna fall for it. So the word on the street is that they're back together now. But let's get into some of the pictures, child. Y'all pardon me, I got a little cold. No. All right, so let's get into it because some of your favorites are going to be there. So Mariah decided to celebrate her birthday with a Pink Panther themed party. Nene Leakes is there too. All right. Okay, so she got some ice on her.
Put in some rich shit on my mother. Oh my God.
Amen.
I have a rich. Put in some rich shit on my mother. Oh my God.
What you do? Baby, this for you. Where you at?
Don't sing, child. I like Mariah the Scientist. I'm gonna say this, and this is no hate whatsoever. I like her. But she had too much bravado in her voice for me, too much shaking. Like, are you nervous when you in the booth singing, sis? Like, it's like every song, girl, stop all that shaking in your voice. Her songs are very good. She's really good with the pen in terms of her writing skills, but her delivery, her singing just be, I don't know, y'all. Her singing don't be all that for me, but yeah. So she's singing to Young Thug, okay, Cater to You, Beyonce song. And I was just like, why? Moving right along. All right, y'all know who that is, child. Oh, God, I like her. Yes, I like her. Moving along. Look at Nene with her old ass. Nene, why you there with all them kids? Okay, why? With your little see-through dress on. Shoes are cute. Shoes are cute, though. I wear them shoes. Those cute. All right, so let's move along. Mm-hmm. So T.I. and Tiny was there, child. T.I. was his pink jacket on. All right, who else is this? Okay, that's Tiny's daughter. Okay. All right. And child, this thing here, that might be his baby mama. I think that might be his baby mama. I don't know. King with his badass was there. Okay. You should be home with your baby. All right. So here's where she got her new G-Wagon, honey, that Young Thug bought for her birthday.
That isn't all I got.
Come on, G-Wagon.
Let me see.
All the way.
That isn't all I got.
So shout out to her for going back to trash, I guess, girl. All right, moving on. I don't care no more. No hate. So let's continue. This is our last topic. This is just a friendly reminder for those of you who are D'Angelo fans. I told you guys yesterday the funeral is approaching. Okay, so if you guys want to attend, y'all know D'Angelo passed away a few weeks ago. We are still shocked, but They did give some information for his funeral, which has been made public. So it will be a public funeral. As I told you guys yesterday, his funeral will be this Saturday if you guys want to travel to St. Paul's Baptist Church in Richmond, Virginia. If you're in the Virginia area and you want to go, it is a public funeral. So go and take some pictures if you can and shoot them on over here to my DM so that we can talk about it. Okay. Yeah. So family and friends will unite this Saturday, November the 1st, for a public funeral for musician D'Angelo. Y'all know it's probably going to be a lot of celebrities there giving very good tributes. That's going to be a nice funeral for it to be, open to the public or whatever. So I'm sure they're going to have some really, really nice singers there. Really nice singers. So they said the service will be held again, like I said, at St. Paul's Baptist Church in his home city of Richmond, Virginia. So if you're in the Virginia area, if you're close to the Virginia area and you want to travel over to St. Paul's Baptist Church, go on up over there, honey, because it is a public funeral. You get to see a lot of celebrities. You might get to take some pictures with some folk or get some autographs as well. Okay. But yeah, so that's where that will be held. I will keep reminding you guys as it gets closer to that date if you guys want to go so that you don't forget. All right. So it is a public event. Well, funeral. I don't say event, public funeral. All right. So yes, that is it for our show, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. I will be back. Yes, honey. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. Rest in peace. We miss him, child. I miss him already. But again, as I said yesterday, he did leave a lot of great music behind for us to be able to enjoy. I might have to go look at the How Does It Feel video when he ain't got no shirt on, because it's, that's when I really loved him the most. Back in the day when he put that video out, honey. I mean, yeah. That's when I first started wearing panty liners when I watched that video. But was that TMI? Maybe. But so yeah, thank you guys for being here. All my top flight mods, Truth TV Podcast, Tyra, KVR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, Rose Armstead. Thank y'all so much for being here and doing an awesome job in modding. Also, thank you to my content creators that stopped by here. Braylon Lee, thanks for stopping by here, friend. Jonetta Speaks, thanks for stopping here as well. Simple Mom Family TV, JCD Creations, Shay P, Black Women in the Building, Schoolboy, Queen Speaks TV, Shay Renee, if you're in the building. Thanks for being here. Say yeah. You call that Rose. Yes, honey. So thank y'all all for being here. Y'all know I love y'all down. All my Caramelians in the chat as well. I'll be back for a quick pop in as I always do. You guys be safe and enjoy your hump day. And until the next video, honey, let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.